Welcome to Jamaica Live. I'm your host Latoya. Today we're in the beautiful capital city, Falmouth, with the Kymani Marley and Ninja Kid.
Respect.
So we'll be talking about their football club called Falmouth United and their outreach activities and so much more. Now, Kymani, how are you doing today?
Doing good. Can't
Good.
complain.
Alright. And Ninja Kid?
Don't know me they are the right thing.
You did the right thing. Alright, cool. Now tell us, how did you go about starting this football club?
I'm from this little town here in Falmouth. The center here is where my mother used to train table tennis when I was a child, and the center is also where I used to come as a child to play football. Left here when I was 8 years of age, and went away to America to live. And after being away for a while and coming back and just seeing the condition and the state of the place, it was very important for me to come back and help to rebuild a community that as a child meant so much to me. And coming here and seeing it in those deplorable conditions where the youth wasn't able to use a football field kind of was the first inspiration to first get the field together. And then once I found out that we no longer had a football team, and I know that football for us is for me actually was my first love, so I know how important it is for our community as well. So it was important for me to re-establish the football team in Falmouth.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. And when did you join?
Well, Kymani my friend, so me joined from him started.
When you started?
But just ready now, and
Yeah.
up full.
For the
And
big
there we-
league.
Yeah.
And since you've started this football club and also the center, you've refurbished the center and so forth, how has it affected the community?
Well, it's definitely a plus on the community. The children in and around, and you'll see them here today. Some of them are out here already, and as the evening progresses, you'll see more and more come. So it becomes a safe place. It becomes here. We have table tennis inside. We have the adult football team. We have an under 17. We have an under 15. And we also have a ladies team. So this is a place that gets them out of the street. What them say, idle mind is a devil's playground. So we try to make sure that we limit as much idle time as they have, and definitely try to give them something. And this is not just about sports, because for me, it's also trying to build on their education. So, the idea is to bring computer classes here to run summer programs and so on and so forth. So this, for me, is just really a safe haven that gets them off the street and gets them somewhere doing something productive.
Sure.
Good thing.
Yeah, that's it.
Now I know that Kymani, you grew up here. What about you, Ninja Kid? Where are you from?
Well, I'm from Kingston. Yeah.
Big city.
Yeah, born on Conrad Lane and grew up in Nannyville, so straight Kingston.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what brings you to Falmouth?
Well, you don't know, Kymani as myself, my virgin, so anything him say, I work with it, you understand?
Alright.
man.
And what was your childhood like?
My childhood, I love football, man. I play football too, man, and music and football, straight. That's it. And grew up going to Jamaica House Basic School, then Excel Primary, from Excel Primary to Excelsior High. Yeah. Charlie Smith, Dunning Technical. Yeah.
Alright, cool. And what was your childhood like?
My childhood, well, as I said, left here when I was 8 years of age. I moved to America. That, for me, that was supposed to be the land of milk and honey, only to realize that for me, my childhood was leaving a beautiful countryside like this, where everyone was responsible for your upbringing, into a place where now I was pretty much living across the street from what you would call a crack house. And where we would have to start worrying about kids getting kidnapped. My first morning in America, my very first morning after arriving in America, I woke up to a shootout. And you had the neighbor at the back end of my house and the next neighbor at the front end shooting through the yard, shooting through my backyard at each other. So that was my introduction to America, and that was my childhood years for many years.
For many years.
For many years.
Oh, that's awesome. So you both believe that Jamaica is the land of milk and honey? This is where...
Well, this is for me, this is paradise. I've been
Yeah,
able
man,
to travel the
Jamaica
world.
paradise.
There's definitely, for me, there's nowhere else more precious than this beautiful rock for me.
Okay.
Not sure.
Great. Now tell us about the youth club. I know that you're training now. What is camp like? When is football season? And what do you hope to accomplish this year?
Well, the youth club, as him say, we have everything for them comfort like that. We set up dorms, games. Them alright. We just make them comfortable and good. You understand?
Alright, so you want to tell us about the league? The football league that you have coming up in December?
Yeah, so we are now in the Confed. This is the league before Premier. So for us here at Falmouth United, this season is really about putting in a big push in order to give it over that hump to get to the Premier League. Season is looking to start end of November, early December. And we'll play about 3 games before we go on Christmas break, and then season is in full swing come January. So, it's an important season. We recruited a lot of players from out of Montego Bay, from Kingston, from Clarendon, from all over the island, in order to make this, as we said, Falmouth, to make it a united team and take on the journey that lays ahead.
Alright, sounds great. We'll be looking out for that.
Yeah.
So we have football season coming up in December. So ensure that you tune in and cheer for Falmouth United.
United we stand.
Alright, so I know that your dad played football and also sports is your first passion, right?
First love.
Your first love.
Yeah, man.
Why are you
Football.
so passionate about football?
Football was my first love, and as I said, for me, living right down the street here from the center, a couple blocks away, and my mother being table tennis champion of Jamaica, and also a avid football fan, you know what I mean? And football for me is the heartbeat of Jamaica, the Jamaican communities all in and around the island. So, for me, it growing up for me it was always about football.
Oh, it's about
music,
football.
music was something that just kind of snuck into my life as I start to mature. And I remember even as a child, wanting to not eat dinner because we wanted to go outside and play. And I can always remember the way my mother used to get me to eat my food was to act as if she's commentating a football game. No, I swear. And that would be all I would eat. So, her thing would be like, and Stephen passes the ball to Ziggy, and Ziggy passes it to Kymani, and he breaks one and he beats 2, and he passes it back, and it's a goal. And I saw me stay at the table. That was to keep me at the table to eat my food. So football was always something that was embedded in my DNA then.
Yes. You have a great mom. You know that. So, why are you passionate about football?
I love football just like how I'm a dog.
Yeah.
But I never used to get the comments. You understand?
Yeah.
We used to, our father always said, make sure you do no homework before we go play ball. But as we reach home, football first before homework. So my brother used to watch to see if my father come off for the bus and me a play. And then my side come off, him come play, and then I say, yo, daddy! And we just sneak on at the back before him reach at the gate with the run at the back. I'm saying, I do no homework. And I said, that's what I got to do now, daddy. So I sweat, sir. And we did that do play marble runner, so. Ball on the play. Team me the sound up on the field.
Yeah.
We get beaten for football until, we love football. Football are one of the best sports ever.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Now you spoke about mom. That's Anita Bell Davis, right? Could you tell us a little bit more about your mother?
My mother, table tennis champion, very, very humble soul. Still a warrior, but very, simplicity we used to survive. She's the poster child of that. And for me, one thing I say again was my early years growing up. You see, my mother is a different mother, a very revolutionary mindset. You know what I mean? And for me, growing up, I think that when kids would get story like I don't even know them, Cinderella, the old lady in the shoe.
Yeah.
So
some fairy tales.
I never get that. I get my bedtime story was about Stephen Biko, was about Fidel Castro, was about the Cold War. So that was how I went to bed. I didn't go to bed with any fairy tales. I went to bed with
real life stories.
With real life,
Inspirational
real
stories.
life stories,
Whoa.
right? So mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So big up mommy.
Yeah, man, big up Auntie,
and oh, your auntie.
Auntie Nita,
Yeah,
you
man.
know?
Auntie
Yeah,
Nita.
man.
Now you spoke about dad. What's your dad like?
Yeah, well, my father, a great banger. Yeah, friend of his father.
Yeah, man.
And a friend
Good
as
friend.
and a friend of his mother.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
friend.
Yeah,
them
man,
all.
great friend. Yeah,
Not pass by friend.
not passed by friend, good friend.
Yeah.
You know? So
Real
yeah,
friend.
man, my daddy general, you know?
Make sure you do it over.
Yeah, everything. Everything.
Yeah,
My
man.
father mind me after today, but he passed away now.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry about
Yeah,
that.
man. But all today. Yeah, he take care of me straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Give thanks, you know?
Okay, so sleep in peace, daddy.
Yeah, you see.
All right, so you refurbished the Falmouth Center, Elliston,
Yeah,
Wakeland.
Elliston,
Wakeland. All right, so how was that like? What were some of the challenges that you faced?
Oh man, big challenges. Still facing challenges now. We came into a building that was, as I said, was in very poor conditions. So we came into a building that the steel was showing in the roof, the sewage and the plumbing, everything was pretty much in ruins. And so, for me, I thought that it silly me, thought that I would come in and, spend maybe a $30,000-$40,000 and everything would be pristine and fine and running. And I think I'm in a little bit up to 200,000 now, and we still have, a little way to go. But we've made some great progress, along the way. But one of the things that we're trying to get some more help, so far it's, very, so far it's been me, and, was very fortunate to run into a sponsor, Alacron Foundation, and they really came in and really gave us a big help, as far as, helping to get the organization structured, helping with the building, helping us to get jerseys, one I'm wearing right now for the team in the upcoming season. And I also received some sponsorship from Kaya Inc. And that's my brethren Bali, who has the Kaya chain. And also from Lion Pride, Jamaica. So, so far so good. And also Caribbean Choice. So we've been getting, little help here and there, and the little help that we do get really goes a long way. And, really, I don't want to say we're in desperate need, but we are in need of more help, as we move along to building this community. Not only the community center, but the community as a whole.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so we're not going to just brush over that. Let's just talk about that a bit more. Big up to all sponsors that have helped the Falmouth United club so far, and we need more help. So, do you have any GoFundMe or any way that people can help you if they watch this video and say, yo, I want to give them a hand?
Well, we're getting that together now.
No.
You see, for me, what was important, because this was my passion. This is something that means it's heartfelt. This is my home, this is my community, this is my center where I grew up. And so for me, this was not just wanting to do something and grabbing at sponsors for help. It was important for me to come and invest my own income, so that my sponsors see that this is not something wherein someone is in a community and just trying to grab for sponsors, whether it be for their own purposes or whatever it is. So it was important for me to let the people in and around this community, and also the people we are reaching out to help for, to know that this is something that is very passionate to me, because I actually, for the last 3 years, I actually go out and work to bring that money right here to this center.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
one of those things.
Thank you. Now, could you tell me a bit more? I know that Kymani comes and goes. You're between Miami and here, right?
Yeah.
But you're here more.
Yeah.
So what are some of the challenges that you face on a day-to-day basis?
In Jamaica,
Yeah, at the
at the center here,
Yeah.
we're going to face no challenge to that. We're just there with them and them do them training. That's how I want to see them do them training and get them feeding.
The feet, the magic.
Yeah, like Kymani do all of these things same way, you understand? So we're good with them. We're good with what going right now.
And okay, thank you. And other than football, what else do you offer here?
Well, we're going to start some more for things because we're going to start keep on some stage show to bring in some
Stage
artists.
show?
And stage show.
Yeah.
Remember me a DJ and Ninja
Yeah.
Kid, you know? Yeah. So we're going to start some of that too.
Okay.
Keep some show and everything there, yeah man.
We are forward. You
Natural,
know that.
Natural.
No, tell me, you know our viewers are keen. You're Bob Marley's son. Considered the greatest musician, reggae musician in the world.
Yeah.
Do you mind talking about him a bit? What was he like? Do you remember anything about him?
No, my father passed away when I was very young, and my only memory of him was, him picking me up from the same little town here in Falmouth. We went up into 9 miles where he had just got back from America and had, one of the fanciest slingshot I've ever seen. It was one made out of like metal, it was very well crafted. We was just used to the one where you find the right branch, you put on the two elastic band on it and you make a thing. But he had one that was crafted out of metal, and I remember going up into 9 miles with my older brother Stephen, and bringing the catapult into the bushes. Went to go shoot at birds, and on the way back somehow it was coming through heavy bush, and on the way back somehow the catapult got lost. And I remember Stephen saying to me, Daddy, I gonna beat you because you lose the slingshot. And I said to him, no, me lose it, or you lose it. But my memory was walking back to the house, and I remember him standing in the doorway, and I remember walking up to him and just saying, Daddy, me lose the slingshot. And him looked down upon me and laughed. And at that moment, I knew that I wasn't in trouble.
Yeah.
And I went back about my way to carry on my day and play. And that's my memory of my father.
That's your memory of that. I know you know his music and stuff, but do you have any songs that you love of his?
No, I don't have a favorite song, because I find that for me, and I'm not just saying this to be saying it. I actually mean it. I'm sure a lot of other people will have this feeling, because you see the thing with the music, that there's songs for every mood, there's a song for everything that you're going through. So this morning I can wake up in a very loving mood, and it is maybe, oh please don't you rock my boat, depending upon when I go on last night, as well as I could have a little incident at the checkpoint I come to, and I shot the sheriff. I feel like here right now. Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's just, for me, it's just really, honestly, it's just the mood that I'm in. So my favorite song changes from mood to mood, day to day sometimes. So that's just it.
What about you, Ninja Kid? Some of your favorite songs?
Bob Marley? Every song.
Every song. You just love everyone.
Yeah, Bob is the greatest, yeah?
Yeah. We love his music, for sure. Tell us about your musical career. You said that you're a DJ.
Yeah. My musical career, yeah. Still recording. I've tuned out airplane scene, Just come off a tour with Kymani too. Never look back.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, we can see it.
Yeah. Yeah?
Where we can see some of the clips of the
Online,
on my IG
online,
page.
YouTube.
IG. What's the IG?
Real Ninja Kid, AKP.
AKP.
Yeah.
Alright, so definitely I'll check it out.
Yeah, man.
So, a couple more questions.
Yeah.
So, you've been in movies. Everybody know you for Shatters. And you've done, I think the latest movie I've seen you've done is the King of Dancehall in 2016.
Yeah, like a cameo.
Yeah. What have you done since?
Since we've been going over a few scripts, we're looking forward to starting a new project soon. We actually shot a few series for a project called the Top Shatters series. And so we shot maybe about 4 series, and which we're getting some interest now from a few networks. I won't say as yet, but there are a few networks that are interested now in having that series. So we'll see what come there. And for me, I've always been this island. For me, it's about doing as much as I can for this beautiful island. I'm a very patriotic when it comes to Jamaica, and if you ask me, there's no one better than Jamaicans, and there's no place better than Jamaica. But that is my personal opinion. But for me, it's about trying to present more opportunities. So we have a few scripts that we've been working on, and hopefully I'm searching for some funding now for some film projects that I want to do here in Jamaica, and hopefully we'll be able to highlight and expose some more talented youths from in and around the community.
Okay. And anything for music? Any new music coming up?
Yeah, working on some new music. Yeah, working on some new music. Looking forward to releasing an album shortly, so in studio heavy now doing some work. So it's between the football field and the studio.
That's
And in the
right.
meantime, release some singles here and there, and have a few Latin singles coming out again this year.
Right.
Yeah, some Latin collaboration. We also just released a song the other day, Cartel, Steph London, and X Extension,
Royalty.
Royalty, which is being played now. So, just trying to stay active. I'm one of them people that, for me, I'm never doing enough. No matter how busy my day is, I'm never doing enough. So I'm always looking to push the envelope. I'm always looking to create more and so on and so forth.
Thank you.
Mark.
And should we look out for any new music for you?
Yeah, man, right away. Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
All right, let's check your IG. All right, guys, I know you want to go back, so let's talk about social media. Where can we follow Falmouth United's journey?
You can follow at Falmouth United on Instagram. Right now we don't have a Facebook page as yet. So we're looking to get that up and going, because right now, majority of what's being done here is single-handedly.
Yeah, you guys.
And yeah, so. And then for me, you can also find me at Maestro Marley.
Mr. Man.
Yeah, on IG and also on Twitter and Kymani Marley on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
And once to know about the music, where can people buy, support your music? The regular stuff.
Yeah, man, buy support everywhere, man.
Everywhere.
iTunes, the regular
Regular
platforms. Yeah,
outlets.
man, regular platforms.
All right, thank you guys. So the final question, and I hope you both can perform for us a cappella, if that's okay.
Me first. Let me knock out my part. Cause him a stage show. Stage show junkie, so we give a whole show.
Before we get there, at Jamaica Live.
That's Jamaica Live.
At Jamaica
Like
Live,
Kymani said,
we're
Jamaica Live.
final question.
Right.
At Jamaica Live, we're all about promoting the best Jamaica. We believe in Jamaica. We're very patriotic as well,
Very,
right?
very.
So we want to know and hear from you, where or how or do you see Jamaica in like 10 years? What's the best Jamaica to you in like 10 years? Who wants to go first?
Kymani can go first.
Kymani. Where do you want to see Jamaica in 10 years? What's the best Jamaica for you?
The best Jamaica for me. Oh wow.
Or how do you vision Jamaica in 10 years?
How do I vision Jamaica? Well, I'm worried about Jamaica in 10 years.
You're worried?
I'm worried to how things are going now, and I don't want to get this nothing too political, but to the current state that we're in, and I think some of the movements I see taking place. I am, as a Jamaican, I am worried about my country. I'm worried about my home. The best Jamaica for me is when we can be more self-sufficient,
Yeah.
self-reliant.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So that's the best Jamaica for me.
Yeah.
When we actually benefit from our natural resources more than the outside world benefit from our natural resources. That's the best Jamaica for me.
Yeah. I agree. What's the best
No, I
Jamaica for
agree.
you?
I agree with Kymani say. Best Jamaica for me is equal rights and justice.
Equalness and justice. One song that. All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate both of your time for being here, showing up, and talking about the youth club and youth development and Jamaica overall. No, it's time to perform.
To make Kymani
Kymani, you ready?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna give one
Jamaica
of the gang.
Live.
I'm give you a gang. Jamaica Live.
Yeah.
When the whole world lets you down, and there's nowhere for you to turn, and all of your best friends, they let you down, yeah. Now you're trying to accumulate, but this world is full of hate, and all of your best thoughts, just a trip through space, yes. Well, I know a place where we can carry on. Yeah, I know a place where we can carry on. But there are people like you, people like me. People wanna be free. Yeah. There's a place in the sun where there is love for everyone. Right here, Jamaica Live. You hear that?
Bless up.
Jamaica Live. Father God, forgive me for all the things I've done. The lying, the cheating, the cursing tongue. Give me your next chance before my life done. Like Sister Marianne in your house, me a ton. Tired visiting with you, me want win. Give thanks in life for all your blessing. Help me if you wake up tomorrow morning, so that the world can sing. Where we sing, we want do this before God come.
Hey.
We want do this before God come.
Yeah.
We want do this before God come. Jamaica Live at here the place though.
Bang, bang. Bang.
Shut up.
Bang, bang,
Yes.
bang, bang, bang.
Alright guys, so we do thank you so much. We appreciate this, right?
Give thanks.
And we have a little gift for you for, doing this interview with us. We have 2 shirts to give.
Give thanks.
Jamaica Live shirts. But we have here, if you
Jamaica
can hold it up
Live.
for me. Hold it up for me. Alright, you have we as Jamaicans holding up Jamaica.
The Falmouth,
It's the vision that we see. It's there.
Say
Trelawney.
Chilani.
Holding up Jamaica, and this is our branded shirt from
Yeah,
Jamaica
man.
Live.
Give
Alright, so
thanks,
let's
man.
do it
Hold up
together.
Jamaica.
I feel we are,
I
and
feel
we
we
can
are.
do it
But we're not
together.
Trelawney yet.
See that right up on the top beside St.
Oh,
James.
sorry. You have to do it, sir.
Yes. So thank you so much, and this is our thank you gift to you.
Give
thanks.
man.
Jamaica Live.
Yeah.
And Jamaica Nice.
Jamaica Nice.